that's my favorite bagel. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But Ilana's everyone's favorite bagel.
I would say Ilana's my favorite bagel.
Hello there, folks, and welcome to session 97 of the Grrrls Squad. I am, of course, your DM of Doom, son of Asgard, or World Tree Quests here on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. And with me today, we've got 3 out of 4 of my lovely cast. We've got AK Warlock.
There's a cat staring at me.
And we've got Ilana Pond 47.
Everyone's favorite bagel.
Everyone's favorite bagel, everyone's favorite nut job, and everyone's favorite Morgan. Do I have any house?
Sorry,
I love
actually,
you guys
no.
so much.
No, I'm not everyone's favorite Morgan because there's Morgan Freeman.
No, you're
fair.
No, hold on a minute, you, right? Okay, I am a massive fan of Morgan Freeman, but you are my favorite Morgan. And I have 2 cousins called Morgan. All right.
Thank you.
You
make me blush.
where I was going somewhere.
Housekeeping.
Thank you.
You're
Always remember to rinse with cold. No, I actually don't know if there is any housekeeping. No, I don't think there is any housekeeping. I think we're all good. That's a cat. Hello there, good sir. I hope that your day is treating you well.
Kitty. Baby.
Okay. So without further ado, guys, what the heck happened last session?
Okay.
Wait, one sec. Wait.
Hello.
Headphones just went.
I know what happened. I can tell you if you want.
I mean,
It was literally the like scroll.
okay. All right. So, last week we made our way to the human capital and went into the dungeons, where there were 2 guards standing there with a zone of truth, and I reminded our fabulous Lorelei about the ring of mind shielding that I gave them, just in case something like this came up. Alice and Sierra both told the truth because they didn't have a reason to lie. Meanwhile, Dolores here said everything true except for their name.
Yeah.
And then we went in to see the king and got some information. It seems that the darkness has left him, and now he's just kind of festering in his decisions. Actions have consequences. But we cleaned him up. Lorelei healed him, and we talked for a bit. We found out what his wife looked like, so we can go and find her. And then Sierra used her Scion ability to go into his mind and look up the day that he accepted the darkness to see what happened. Finding a rather eccentric-looking man with a metal arm, granting him the power of darkness, but this man didn't have any form of corruption on his face or in his body that I could see. And then I changed his nightmares to memories and just dreams about his wife. Then we went up to Klopp. I made him very nervous by mentioning Koyo Koko. It was great, a good time. He has a new bodyguard who we don't even know her name. She refused to say it.
But she's really hot. She's really hot.
So I have
really
named
hot.
her, and in honor
She's
of
really hot.
And in
Of course
honor
she
of the
is.
fact of who she's based on, and the fact of the jokes that were made in last session, I did just decide to name her Bridget.
I have a cousin
Beautiful.
named Bridget. Sorry, random fact.
Anyway,
Anyway.
so we talked about the dragon. And Bran, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm just going to paraphrase from what I remember. Is essentially this dragon, this massive red dragon, is angry because something was stolen from him.
So you are almost entirely correct.
Can you say what he said? What the phrase was?
So he is angry because an egg was taken when his...
I wasn't going to mention the egg yet, but that's fine.
Wait, didn't we take an egg?
Yes, that's what I was alluding to.
And his broodmate was killed.
Yes.
Fuck!
So
Wait, I have the egg!
So
I think I have the egg!
he says that his kin's mate, his brood's mate has been killed. Which, after a history check, was confirmed because you know that the ancient green dragon you fought, Verdania, she spoke about her mate.
Oh, fuck. Anyway, I'm gonna go, just throw myself off a cliff with this egg, I guess.
Also, they found a group of strange dragonborn near the village that was burned up.
Wearing amulets.
Who are part of the
of
cult of
Tiamat.
Tiamat. Yeah.
Awesome!
Bad. It's bad.
Fantastic! I love it! I'm not scared at all.
I can't remember if it was you, Lorelai, right? That sent her the name.
I sent Sunflower a message. It was here, let me see if I can remember it. It was hi, it's me. I hope conversation is going well. You need to bring the dragon egg. We'll explain later.
Can I just ask where I was put, while
You
I
were
was
having
off?
your conversation with Raven.
Cool! Awesome! Awesome! Great.
And then it was like, bring Raven to. Okay, bye. So, it was
Okay,
something
bye.
along those lines. Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah,
Awesome.
we are going to be starting with you having your conversation with Raven. That's how we said we were
Cool.
going to start.
Awesome.
But yeah, that's essentially what you missed on Glee.
Yeah, pretty much, because we ended with you guys now preparing to do all the things you had to do before going into Shoremont.
It's makeover time.
Remind me, because I can't remember, guys. Was it Alice who was going to help, like, do some...
Clop, yeah.
No, like, was going to help, like...
Disguise you.
disguise you. That's the word that I was...
Who has the
It was
disguise
Alice.
Huh?
kit? Oh.
I don't know.
Can we say that she did that before she went to...
we can say that Alice has done that for the sake of
Okay.
brevity.
Okay.
Okay, so with that being the case, as we go to Sunflower and Raven having their conversation, as these guys go off to go and talk to the previous king, Paytar, and then go and speak to Clop afterwards. Sunflower, now correct me if I'm wrong, did you say that you were going to take Raven to where the graveyard was? In Shoremont?
I don't know. I was just saying I was going to talk to him.
Okay.
But we can go to a
No,
graveyard. I'm not
no,
opposed to
that's
it.
my fault. I'm misremembering another conversation.
Okay.
Apologies.
I didn't...
So as they
I was
wander
looking
off,
for-
you guys are in the palace grounds of
Yeah.
Shoremont. Or do we want to go further back? Do you want to take this conversation before you guys go through the teleportation circle? Or do you want to go through with them and then have the conversation while
Yeah,
they're
why don't we
speaking to
go
the kings?
through? That way we don't have to, like, work out, like, how we get through the teleportation circle afterwards.
Well, the
You
tele-
need
the
to have
teleport-
it. No, you need to have it. You need to have it back in the Varden Heart because that's where the dragon egg is,
So-
and we need you to bring the dragon
Well,
egg.
we
Oh,
don't know that yet. This is metagaming, dear Morgan. This is
I'm sorry.
rein in your meta reins there, my dear.
I'm gonna tell you right now, as a character, that if I had that dragon egg since I got it, it has not left my person. I probably have it like on like a little satchel that I keep.
That's
with me
actually fair. That makes sense for sunflower. However, dragon eggs are much larger than that.
Well, like a handmade, like not like a satchel. I mean, like a crossbody thing that she would be carrying with her.
Bear in mind, when dragons hatch, they are medium creatures.
So she's got a backpack.
But again, this is something that I could see being something that makes sense for sunflower to have something made like that. So, okay, what we'll see is the logistics of this harness thing being built is they're trying to, like when you get like a new car seat and you're trying to figure out how to strap it into the car, like that. Yeah. That's what's going on with Raven and Sunflower here while you guys go through the.
We are literally. She's had. I feel like she had some other way of carrying her, or she left it here and now she's like, okay, I'm back. So I'm not planning on fighting anything right now.
I think it was left in the Varden Heart.
But now that like I'm not planning on fighting anyone, I'm only planning on traveling, I would think she would keep it with her again.
Okay, then that's absolutely fine. So we have this harness built for this. So this egg is... It's large, but it's not over cumbersome. You're talking maybe about 2.5 feet tall, and maybe about...
It's like a toddler.
Maybe about 2 foot in the round. Okay, that's the...
Like a really chubby toddler.
But that's like the widest part of it, because remember, eggs, they taper. They taper.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she's literally druid crafting just a whole bunch of vines around it, like underneath it, over the arms. She is hiking bag, like strapping this thing to her body.
And you said that
she looks like she has a hunch.
And you said that you wanted to speak to Raven about some things. So
I do.
By all means, go ahead.
So as she's doing this like druid crafting thing, she's every so often she's gonna be like, hold this strap. Okay, now hold this vine. Okay, so I feel like by the time she actually starts talking, he's got like 2 handfuls of vines of like
varying 3 in each hand, 1 in the mouth.
Yes, she's gonna be like, as she's getting this in, she's like, okay, I think this is working. I need to talk about my mother. Hold this, please. Yes, you knew her. You knew all of them. What? And this is something I have kept secret for you. But I am learning recently that information can actually be very valuable. And so I'm going to use the information you don't want others to know so that I can get information for myself.
Okay.
Yeah. The place I grew up is missing. And I need to find it because I can't let them continue doing what that person started. Because there are people there that are being hurt the way I was hurt. So I need to find it so I can fix it. So I need to know more about my mother and everything that led up to her being replaced. I know that this probably sounds very disjointed, but I think maybe if I can figure out what led up to the cult, I can figure out where it went.
Well, all right. If there's anything, I don't know what kind of information I can give you.
Well, you knew her. Around what time did she start acting differently? Or tell me when you met her, and we'll go from there. Yeah, start with that. Start with meeting everybody, and she's just gonna be like, and hold this vine. Takes
a vine, is like, okay, well, you're talking a while back.
I understand.
So I met your I met your mama when the 10-year war had been coming up for a while. You know, tensions were all real damn high. Loads of death everywhere. And I met your mom when me and Lauren and Eddard were all investigate real suspicious like characters over on the western fronts.
Real quick, pause. I'm just remembering something. Was Sunflower alive during the 10-year war, or was she born after the 10-year war?
So the 10-year war has only ended. Well, I mean, at the point this campaign began, it had been finished for about a year.
Okay. So she was.
So the 10-year war ended almost 2 years ago. So you're talking within the past 15 years. Raven is describing.
Okay, so this might actually be around the time she was replaced. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm catching up.
Don't worry about it.
Okay,
It's all good. So when I met your mama, trouble out on the western fronts. We were tracking some real suspicious taps.
Okay.
And we knew that there was an Archon nearby. But we didn't know who it was, because we knew for a fact that the other ones were off doing their own shit somewhere else. We end up coming face to face with your mama, dealing with some rather unsavory, well, not that I like to pass judgment, but decidedly unshiny Dragonborn folks. They were particularly of the red-scaled variety, fairly aggressive. And apparently they had tried to take her captive as a sacrifice, and she had decided to tell them no, incredibly aggressively, using her fists.
Oh yeah, no, that sounds about right.
But there was also some talk of witchcraft, using magic and the like, and all that shenanigans. I'm not entirely sure what that was all about. But Belladonna never really changed from that onset. The Belladonna that you describe seems very much like the Belladonna that I knew.
So you never actually met my mother.
If what you're hypothesizing is the truth, then it would not appear so. You'd have to look back further.
I would ask Gideon, but they seem to have. Maybe I can ask him when. Stop talking, and she's just like she's literally making this face like it's literally so much information that like.
Well, I don't
she's
know.
Still.
I don't know who this Gideon fella is, but if they were.
Oh, he's my dad. He's a dragon. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't remember if we went over that. I'm half dragon, so that's fun.
You'd think I'd start being surprised at some point. But it's getting to be fairly commonplace now, all these weird things.
A little bit,
If Lorelai turns around and tells me that her grandfather was a griffin, like, I'm not going to be all that surprised.
She just turns her head a little, and she's just like...
You know what? I could see it.
I think she'd make a very nice griffin, but I don't... And just... Anyway, so... She's just kind of like... I need to know... See, this is the point where I would go, "Oh, I don't even know what I'm... She's like, I gotta go back to the board. And she, like, pulls out a portable, like, a scroll. And it's just a portable version of her conspiracy board. It's like a little mini version of it. And she's like,
telling me, are you not Lorelai? I was about to give Lorelai the blame for this. Lorelai, they're innocent. Are you telling me that Sunflower is kicking about, like, a portable conspiracy board?
Yeah, it's like a little scroll now. Because she's like, oh, I'm probably going to be moving around. I should probably put it onto, like, something I can carry.
Please continue.
Brand, did this break you? Is this what broke you?
I'm not even surprised with the stuff that comes out anymore.
She's like tracing, and she's like, okay, well, she has... And she's just kind of like, she's got the egg, so she can't lean back. So she kind of finds, like, whatever the nearest stable surface is and just kind of leans sideways against it. And she's like, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Oh my god, this goes so far back. I don't even know if I remember my real mother.
I don't know much what to do with that.
She just looks honestly a little defeated right now. Just like she's like, okay, I just need a moment to be like upset about this, and then I'll bounce. It's one of those moments where you're kind of like you can see them purposefully getting sad so that they can bounce back from it. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, there's a purposeful slump. Just like okay, just absorb this, and then you'll be better in 30 seconds. I guess I'm just trying to make a timeline. Because I think if I establish a correct timeline, maybe I can figure out where things went wrong. And I can figure out how to fix them.
Well, I can tell you one thing.
Okay.
If you want to get a good timeline on someone and their movements and all that shenanigans, then what you want to start with is their enemies.
Oh, that's smart.
Keeping track of allies, well, I mean, that's
easy.
But you want to find somebody's real motive, real movements, and all. You look for their enemies. Look for the fights they were in. That's how you find out.
I think I need. She's just. Sorry, I'm getting myself together. I've been running through the rain all morning, so I'm a little. She's gonna go. Okay. Do you know who the main people she fought against during the? I mean, obviously, like the people we fought against, but like during the 10-year war. After you met her, who did she seem to be?
Your mama was stationed out on the west coast more than anything.
Okay.
There wasn't a battle that went down on the western waste that your mama was not a part of.
Okay.
That's where you're going to want to start looking.
The western waste is where the orcs live, isn't it?
Yeah, as well as Goliaths and them dragonborns, lizard folk, a whole mess of nasty people.
She was fighting against her own, technically. I mean, not only.
Could be.
That's very good. Remind me, Bran. When we went to the orc encampment, when she mentioned, did she mention her mother, and did she get a reaction?
You didn't mention your mother, no, so there was no reaction.
She did that on purpose. So she's like, maybe one of the places we need to go back to is the orc encampment, and I need to actually say who my mother was. See if that gets any reactions.
Maybe.
Why haven't you told Lorelai how old you are?
But that's a mighty big assumption of you there.
Well, have you?
In the nicest way, Sunflower, and I understand you're asking questions because you're looking for your own answers. But discussions between me and Lorelai are discussions between me and them.
Okay, I'm just making sure that, like, because you definitely seem to care about them, and they definitely care about you, and, I mean, honesty is really important in things, and I just want to make sure that you're being honest with them, because they're really great, and you should... I think that this is what people do when they meet the partners of, like, someone that they care about, and basically be nice to her, or I'll hurt you.
Them,
sorry. Oh, Alana's still...
That's fine.
All over the place. Be nice to them, or I will hurt you. And she does that with like a finger guns.
He kind reaches up, takes his hat off, smooths the hair back as he does it, and then puts the hat back on, and says, "There is a multitude of things in this world that I'm vastly capable of. I can shoot the wings off a horsefly without killing it from 50 yards.
Okay, cool.
I have shot weapons out of people's hands. I have shot hats off of people's heads without hurting the hair beneath it. But there's one thing that I'm not even remotely capable of doing, and that is hurting Lorelei.
Okay, that's good.
So I do not need you to tell me that you're going to hurt me if that does happen, because I do not need to worry about it happening, because it is an impossibility. Okay? Now, I don't know what kind of tea you like, whether it is raspberry, whether it is apple, whether it is just good old-fashioned morning. But the kind of tea I like is impossibility.
I haven't heard of that kind of tea.
You should find yourself a cup of it. I find it highly refreshing.
Oh no, have I made another person's partner not like me? Oh god, no. Oh, this keeps happening. Okay.
Hey,
I'm gonna go.
What you did was nice, but you don't have to threaten to put your point across.
This is what other people seem to do.
Well, they do it wrong. Alright? A bunch of people jump off a bridge. You going to do it too?
I don't know anymore. I've only been out I was raised in a cult. And I'm only just now realizing it was a cult.
That sounds like a whole lot of issue rather than an issue.
That is a lot of issue. I was expected to be pregnant at age 12. There is problems up here.
Just a reminder to the folks watching, fantasy age difference.
Oh yeah, no. Also, the cult Sunflower came from was pretty messed up. Yes, it's supposed to be messed up in all ages and respects.
Okay. Raven is gonna kind of look at that and go, "You focus a hell of a lot on that, all right? You're dancing a whole lot around about what happened here in this cult and this and what you have to do for them, okay? You gotta slow that way down. Okay? Pull the reins on that horse and slow that right the hell down, because I'm gonna tell you one thing. You're talking a whole lot about what you have to do for a whole of other people. You ain't talking none about what you gotta do for you.
I don't even know what I have to do for me.
You do a whole lot of talking and not a lot of listening. Did anybody ever tell you that?
Yeah, okay.
Slow down. Okay? You know, in between all those words you like to spout, you are allowed to breathe. Take one. Breathe in, breathe out. From what I've been told, it's quite common on the nerves. Now, you gotta put your behind in your past. Okay?
She's like working that through.
That means you gotta just turn your back and keep it behind you. Okay? Speaking from personal experience, you gotta let that shit go. Cause otherwise it's like rot. Okay, now I'm not too clued up, but I think you're fairly familiar with plants.
There's literally vines all over her, making a backpack over a dragon egg, and she goes, "Yes, I'm a little familiar."
Well, when something's rot in a plant, what do? You cut it out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? You gotta drop it. You gotta leave that shit behind. And really leave it. Not say you're leaving it, then come back to it a year later. Leave it. Okay?
I can't leave them.
What? Why not? Why can't you? Is the world gonna blow up if you leave them?
Maybe not not this world. Maybe not my world. But if I leave some of those people, their world is going to crumble the way mine crumbled. I don't want more kids being grown up thinking that they have to live the way I was taught.
Again, That's a whole lot of thinking about a whole lot of other people. How you gonna fix anybody if all you're thinking about is everybody else except yourself?
Then what am I supposed to do?
Gotta be selfish.
Oh no, that's illegal. That's illegal.
Law number 13 in Atuma, you're not allowed to be selfish.
It's illegal.
You got
It's
it.
my
So, hey, this is gonna kill you before that big old darkness fella does. All right?
Oh god, there's him. Oh
Stop.
no, I got the D6.
Just stop. Settle down. Breathe. And yeah, go find them. Go rescue them. Go make sure that all that shit is gonna be okay. But that cult shit is just gonna have to be that cult shit. Unless you intend on going through and wiping out everybody in that cult.
No, god, no. Most of the people there are just innocent weirdos.
So what? So then what do you intend to do? When you get there, you just said you ain't willing to put any of them to the hammer because, you know, they're just innocent weirdos, right?
Right?
So what do you intend on doing? Kidnapping a whole host of people out of there?
No. I want to do what you just said. I want to get rid of the rot. I want to find what's...
Then find the rot, get rid of it. Don't focus on the we gotta rescue, we gotta do this, we gotta find the rot. Find the rot. Okay? If you're gonna find the rot in this whole patch of flowers, what are you gonna pluck every flower out of the ground?
No.
No, you're gonna dig around, right?
Yeah.
Do that.
Okay.
Who's in charge of this whole cult thing that you're part of? Or were part of, or I don't even know anymore.
Yeah. Well, there was my mother, and that's done. And then there's a couple of elders that led everything.
Okay. Do you trust these elders?
Now? I don't know.
Cool. Then start finding out information on them. That's step one.
Okay. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. What? Why'd you have to yell at me to get there?
Because it's the only way you listen. You see, when you do a whole lot of this, right? Which you're a fan of, and I get, you know, you have your way, and you like to be heard, and I get that, I love that. But when you're doing this, then there's not a lot of room for other people to do this. So what we would have to do is we have to start going louder than you, okay? Which is why you only listen when people shout. Now, we're not going to get into the fact that that's also like a completely reasonable trauma response and everything like that as well, okay? So, you know, we're comfortable on that one. But you got... Raven just ripping the sunflower apart.
Oh my god, please! Oh my god, what just happened? Sorry, I'm getting like a million notifications, and it's just very... Oh my god. I have to silence this real quick. It's just getting a little overwhelming.
Okay.
Sorry, somebody on the Old Heroes of TikTok is literally tagging everybody. Anyway, okay. Oh my god. Oh, my phone's on silent. It's fine. Sorry, that was literally like bleep, bleep, bleep,
Is
bleep, bleep.
everything okay? Yogurt?
Yeah, no, sorry, it was overstimulating my brain.
That's alright. Okay, so I'm going to continue, right?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. It's absolutely fine. You don't have to apologize. You need to start putting yourself first sometimes. That has to be done. Okay? You're always talking about helping people, okay? What do you ever do to help yourself?
just 1,000-yard stare.
You see that really annoying sound that's happening right now? That's called silence.
Okay, I get it. I talk a lot.
You don't have an answer. Because there is no answer, because you don't do anything to help yourself. Start helping yourself. So let me ask this right now, okay? What do you need? Right now, what do you need? And I swear by every single bullet I have in my guns, if you tell me that what you need is for your friends to be happy, I'm gonna shoot you in the foot.
Oh, God, I don't know. Maybe like some water?
Okay, can we get some water over here? Can we get some
She's
water?
literally like, I don't know how to ask for things.
And then somebody comes over and he takes the water skin off them and goes, there you go. Completely selfish. Now that fella not going to have any water now. He's going to have to go and find some more water. I want you to drink that water right now.
Wait. Wait, no.
Drink the water. Drink the water or I swear I will shoot a hole in it. And then nobody gets water. And everybody's wasted.
Oh my God. Please don't threaten the water. Okay, she drinks the water. She's like, oh, this is terrible. Why did you have to tell me he wouldn't have any water now?
Oh, he's going to have plenty of water. He's got 2 water skins left on his belt.
What?
You still drank that water though, right?
Yes, because you said you would shoot it.
So you did something selfish.
Oh my God.
Did the world blow up?
Not this time.
No. What kind of cosmic entity do you think you are that you making a selfish choice is going to rid the world of stability and break it down in a million pieces? Because it's not. Okay? Nobody that we know of is currently that important. Okay? You making a selfish choice is not going to cause the world to somehow blow up and explode. It's also not going to make it implode or whatever other kind of plode there is.
And she just kind of stops, and this is like any of the jovialness kind of goes, and she just goes, because the last time I made a selfish decision, somebody died.
Right. Again, you're all about the past.
Forgive me for being trapped in something that was actually pretty recent.
So every single bad thing that happens, you're going to let it hang over your head?
Everyone else does.
No, they don't.
Oh, you didn't.
No, they don't. Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
some
right,
bad
right,
things
right.
hang over people's heads. That's bound to happen. But, I mean, with some people, it's like gray skies. Yours is like an entire whole cloud hanging above your head. Who was this person that got hurt because you made a bad choice? Who was that?
My daughter.
That's not something that can be helped. Alright?
I climbed that tree. I wanted to go up high.
And
fell.
it's done. No, I'm sorry to speak to that in a final sense, but it's done.
I know.
Okay? Worrying about it and so like grieving, yeah, that's a normal thing to do and do it. But worrying about ifs and whats and buts like that's not gonna change. Not unless you can breathe out time. It ain't gonna change it. So you gotta just pick up your bootlaces on that one. But the more you let that hang over you, the more that nothing is ever gonna get better.
How? I don't
You
know how.
You gotta forgive yourself. That honestly, that is it. You gotta forgive yourself on that one.
Oh, that is very difficult.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Because it wasn't your fault. There's nothing to forgive. The weight you're carrying is non-existent.
Feels like a boulder.
It's because you're letting it be a boulder. I'm gonna try something, okay?
Okay.
I did this with a friend of mine. Very similar situation to yourself.
Okay.
Okay? And he's going to sit down, he's going to put both his hands out.
She's gonna very carefully get to the ground because there's still a dragon egg on her back.
There's a huge ass dragon egg on your back. You're just going to hunker
Yeah,
yourself
speaking
down.
of weight
Okay.
on your back, like there's a literal dragon. She's
So he sits and he puts his hands out. And he's like, okay, I want you to put your hand out right now. Okay, both of them out like this. Okay?
okay.
And then what he says is, okay, now I want you to clench your fists as tight as you possibly can.
She does.
And then immediately he's going to take off his hat and he's going to put it over one hand.
Okay.
He's going to go,
Hello.
now right now you can't see this hand. All you can do
Yes.
is feel it.
Yeah.
Okay? So
Okay.
you have no sight or perception of what this hand is.
Okay.
I want you to release the other hand. Just let go. Just let go. So in the hand that's still covered, he's going to go, okay. So what you have here is a whole lot of tension. I imagine it's probably starting to hurt a little bit right about now, yeah?
Little bit, yeah.
Okay, so I want you to keep holding it. I want you to hold it until your hand is shaking, until your hand is burning from that weight, from that heat, from that tension. I want you to hold it for as long as that is there. Okay? And he just sits there and he just stares at it until your hand starts to get to that point where, you know, like when you hold on to something for so long, it starts to tremble and you get that tremor. And it's almost like it goes from being tense, it starts to burn. Just exactly like what you're doing there. You're like, right? So as he gets to that,
Honestly, I would keep it longer, but my joints have had problems.
as he gets to that, he's going to go, okay, so you can't see this hand, so you can't tell you can't tell me that's a hand. You can't be sure about it. I can look under this hat and I can see what it is, but you can't. Okay? All you know is that there is some shapeless tension burning away at the end of your arm.
Yeah.
Now I want you to let it go. But know this. No, know this. The moment you let it go, it ain't ever coming back. This entity, you don't know the name of it that's inside your hand. I've given it a name. I know its name. You don't. And the moment you let it go, it ain't never coming back. So I want you to let it go. Without knowing what it is, I want you to let it go.
She just kind of stares at the hat on her hand, which, by the way, is
Gradually
still silly.
trembling.
And he wouldn't see it, but as she lets the hand go, a bunch of lily flower petals fall from her hands from under the hat.
And he's going to say, just the way you did it with that, the way you did it there, that's how you let go. That's how you put it behind you. And hell, I've had siblings of mine who didn't come back from stuff, and I can't compare it to that, but I can compare the grief, and it stays with you. But grief ain't a bad thing. It's just a different form of remembering. But holding weight on yourself, that ain't right. That dog don't hunt. So you gotta let that go. But when you let it go, let it go. Because saying you let go while you're holding on to some other little part of it, that ain't letting go. That's you pretending to yourself.
I think holding on to it felt like the only way I could honor it.
No, it's not. Hell, I can tell you about 19 different cultures in the world to tell you about different ways to honor people that have passed, and it's all much better than just holding on to it. You know, there's some people that carve out rivers and name it after people?
Wow. I had a tree.
Hell, that's better than holding on to shit.
I think that's part of why I needed to find so badly. It went away.
Then that sounds like a good damn reason for finding things to me. That sounds kinda selfish.
I see what you did there.
It's almost like I'm smart.
I mean, almost.
I wouldn't say I'm smart. I'm wise.
She says it
I'm
teasingly.
wise.
She's like, maybe.
I'm wise beyond my years, and my years are numerous.
Yes, they are. And she gives him like a look.
You know, I have spoken to Lorelei about most of this.
Okay, that's good. I mean, like, your own thing is your own thing. I just don't, if she had or if they had asked and you had like avoided it or like lied, then I'd be upset. But if it's like, oh, we've talked about it and like I decided not to share and they are aware of that and that's fine, like that's fine.
Sunflower.
That's
For the rest of my life, as long as they'll have me around, I intend to do nothing but tell the truth.
well, that's good.
Okay?
That's very good.
Now, I do believe our
Truth is
friends are probably waiting for us.
Oh yeah, that's right. I need to for my tree. I need to make a list of the names and I think is putting together their races and figuring out like where the majority of them live, is that racist or is that just like doing your due diligence?
There are multiple different races that live in this world. In fact, knowing the race of the people would probably make it easier to find them.
Oh no, I meant like finding where they came from and like tracking them down that way, like where they came from and like how they came to the cult.
I wouldn't say that's a problem.
Okay, I just want to make sure that being like, oh, most races live like here, and then like checking there. I know there was one human, one dragonborn, and the third was a turtle. I'm making this up off the top of my head, by the way. It's my cult. I can do whatever I want with it.
I love the control you've taken there. It's my cult, and I can do what I want with it.
Fuck this! They traumatized my character enough. It's my cult now. I decide who runs it.
Alrighty. Guess who goes, cool, that sounds like a good start to me. Go find it.
Okay. We should probably
Yeah, we should. After you.
Are you mad at me?
No, I ain't mad at all.
Oh, okay. Cool. Just erring on the side of, okay, cool. And she's just gonna go with this dragon egg strapped to her back like a giant backpack.
And right before she enters the portal, or right before she follows the group, the sending comes through.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Oh, good. Hello. What the? Oh, right. Magic. And
So
she's
the
just
sending
gonna,
is
respond,
about
like,
reminding you to... I
Bring
believe
the
the
egg.
sentence reminding to bring the egg, yeah?
And Raven, yes.
And Raven.
Oh, Raven. Yeah. They said you have to come too.
Awesome. I guess I'm coming through then.
Yeah.
Righty.
Do you respond back to the sending,
It
Sunflower?
says, on the way, egg is on my back, Raven is following behind me.
Cool. Okay.
Love you too. Bye.
They didn't say love you, but all right.
Okay, I'm literally... You know what? That's how she ends all her sendings now. Fine. Retconned.
Love you too. Bye.
Yeah.
Even to her enemies.
Even to her enemies, she sent this to the darkness so many times, and he's just like, what the fuck?
The one question Kesselis has never been able to answer has been, why does Sunflower keep saying love you? If Sunflower gets the last hit on Kesselis in the final battle, they have to say I love you and smack him in the face.
Love you. Bye.
Love you, bye. So now Sunflower and Raven come through the portal. And
Can I describe how I think we have disguised Lorelei?
Yeah.
Lorelei, I would have it no other way.
I feel like you guys stepped through the portal, And at this point, Alice has gone off with Klopp, most likely, probably. So you just see Sierra, and then you see a red tiefling with long, straight black hair in, like, only black clothing. Like, I feel
God,
like
they made her goth.
I was like, what is something that is the complete opposite of Lorelai that would throw everybody off? Lorelai is goth now. They look the same height as Lorelai, and the eyes are the same, and the face is slightly similar. But I feel like you're also thrown off because you're like, this isn't. Wait a second, what?
So I'm trying to imagine Lorelai with the, instead of the just having this.
Yep. Just like Morticia Adams' long, straight black hair, and just
Every
like a
90s emo kid.
Yeah, just like a fully red tiefling, and like still in a dress, but it's black, and like you know, just everything is goth. They have like black boots. Just everything about them now is black clothing, black hair, and then just a red tiefling. Excuse me.
Raven sees
What do I-
this.
What do I roll to see if I even know that it's Lorelai?
So it would be an investigation check.
Oh, good. I'm terrible at those. Let me get. Sorry, I have all my.
My God, I can't wait for Sunflower to be like, "Oh, who's your new friend?"
Oh my god.
I feel
yeah.
like Sunflower's just so mentally, like, incapacitated right now with the talk that it would be a disadvantage to.
Yeah,
Sunflower
that's
just went through
fair.
a full therapy session.
Yeah,
It's just like,
Sunflower's already
uh.
got like so much going on in her head that she's like, I can't comprehend this right now. Let me roll that at disadvantage.
Aha! But it's not. But it's not there anymore though, because remember what Raven said: when you let it go, it's gone.
Okay, but here's my explanation. You know how sometimes you go into kind of like a weird like dissociative state after therapy where like you're
Yeah.
like almost this is such a completely opposite thing. But you know like subspace
I can't say I
where
do.
you kind of it's basically like where you're in like a kind of like dissociative headspace during certain activities. And afterwards,
This is an
especially
18
during
plus
aftercare-
channel. You can say the word sex. Like
Okay, during like BDSM kind of stuff, where like afterwards you kind of go into like kind of a slightly dissociative, like but like not in a bad way state.
Yeah, we know what you
Just
mean
a
by
little out of it.
dissociative state. Yes.
But yeah, she's kind of in that.
Okay.
So 4 at disadvantage. Oh, hello. It's nice to meet you.
So Raven rolled fairly decent on that one actually. With his investigation and a dice roll of a 14, he got a 21. So Raven's gonna kind of like duck under the curtain of the hair, and I'll be like,
What?
and he's gonna like see the eyes and go, well, dang.
Did it work? Do I?
It's certainly different.
Oh, you're Lorelai.
Oh, you
There's
didn't
just-
know?
No.
Okay, great. That means
Well,
it works then.
That means it works. I
I
mean,
brought your
Sunflower's been
egg.
traveling with you for how long now?
Oh, a while.
I brought the egg. She's definitely like out of it. She's like,
Great.
Raven's like walking
Great.
around Lorelai like,
Do you
I
hate it? Do you hate it? Is it bad?
no.
Just remember, Lorelai.
It's just not you.
It's
Well,
only
it's-
temporary.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be.
I can deal with it.
It's only until we're not. Actually, it's probably until we're back at the Vardenheart, honestly. So,
I kind of like the dark clothes on you. They look good. It's just the hair.
really, I don't like it. It's just dark. And there's nothing else. Why do people dress like this? It's not fun.
It's not.
Hi guys, thanks for the raid. You say that as he pulls at his all black clothing.
I mean, it works. It works on. It's. I don't like it. It's. You look really good in it, but I'm sure you'd look good in anything. But I'm just like goes somehow redder.
So Flower's gonna come over at that time and just be like, "Here, I can help," and it will stay with the aesthetic. And she's gonna do tiny red roses around like the hems and stuff, so that there's still pops of color, but it still goes with everything. Mm-hmm. Does that help?
It does. Thank you. I mean, it's also like this, or they find me and kill me. So
yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah, so I can deal with this. It's fine.
Okay.
So,
are you okay?
Yeah, Raven just like read me the riot act and basically uncovered a lot of my trauma and made me let it go.
What's the riot act?
That I'm inherently unselfish person, and that's not always a good thing, and that maybe being selfish is actually a good thing, and I'm coming to terms with that. And my mission has shifted to I have to find my tree, because that's about me and not about other people, and that's actually okay, and it doesn't make me a bad person for wanting that. So I have to find my tree.
Sarah's gonna look at Lorelai. Did you understand any of that?
Lorelai looks at Raven and looks at him.
I also charge hourly.
I'm sorry, did that scare you, Bill? I laugh. I have emotions.
Dragon!
Lorelai kind of glares at Raven, looks back at Sunflower and goes, "Were you okay with all of that?"
And then she just got... Was I supposed to be?
Looks back at Raven and goes, "You do not get to tell people things like that if it is not something they want to hear."
Oh, it's fine. I probably needed to hear it, honestly.
They asked for advice, I gave them advice.
Meanwhile, Sarah's just like walking behind Sunflower, looking at the contraption on her back, going, "Oh, that's what a dragon egg looks like."
I mean, the dragon egg's underneath all the vines.
Oh.
Sunflower asked me for advice on how I knew their mother. I told them how I knew them. Then they said they had to go find some things. I said, okay, you need to go find some things. Why do you gotta go find some things? Oh, because other people, and I just said that, well, that doesn't sound like the greatest of things. Because Sunflower's doing a whole lot of thinking about other people rather than, paying attention to themselves every now and again.
But I know the way that you can be, and sometimes you come across really tough, and not everybody can handle information or advice that way. It depends on the person. And if Sunflower was not in the right mindset to receive the tough love that you give sometimes, it can do more harm than good.
I'm really... I think I'm okay. And she's still, like, zoned out a little, like, oh, no.
Well, then I would say people need to not ask me for advice.
I think it turned out okay. I have a goal. And it's more... And she just takes out her portable...
You've muted yourself, Sunflower. You've muted yourself.
So funny.
I didn't mute myself. This little bastard.
I think that's almost perfect on point. Just like, listen, it means that I now have a... Like, as if you're trying to pretend that everybody suddenly went deaf, and they're just like, Sunflower, we can't hear you.
No,
we
so
know you're not saying words.
She is gonna pull out her portable conspiracy board and be like, "No, look, I have goals."
That's all well and good, Sunflower. At the moment, we too have goals that we need to do in a timely manner before more people are murdered.
Oh yeah, no. These are like long-term goals. Don't worry. That's not like no. Like we still have like the goal list. This is like this is like a side quest that has no time limit. And well, a little bit of a time limit, but no. We're still focusing on current main goals.
Okay. Raven, I have a question for you.
I will give an
You
answer
seem-
that is
you
heavily
seem well-
fortified.
I would rather you be honest with me on this one. You seem well traveled, yes?
I have.
You're
seen my
well
fair-
traveled.
I have walked many roads and set foot on many different transportation
Oh.
types.
Sunflower leans over to Lorelai and be like, he does that so much.
All right. I need you to be as blunt as possible with me.
Succinct. That's a word.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. There is a man that I saw in the deposed King Pater's dream.
Yep.
And she explains in the same way. I don't remember how you explained him.
All you
the-
get to is like flamboyant guy with a metal arm. He just goes, "Oh, Lord Lucian."
I'm sorry.
Oh, him!
Oh,
I have
remember
his
that.
arm. I feel like all of the dissociation breaks as she happily takes out a diamond arm on her waistband.
I'm going to
yeah.
show you the physical representation of Zero right now.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Lord,
I knew
A
his
lot.
arm. He was a jerk, and now I can
Yeah.
help people.
Lord Lucian, he is a current Magister Lord of the continent of Demaria. He was in charge of this little-known city area known as Topover. It's a bit of a, well, high society place where everybody wears masks and every mask means something, and yeah, it's all special there.
They've never seen a green person before. It was very uncomfortable.
Yeah, not a lot of orcs
Okay.
over in Demaria, if I'm perfectly honest with you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Lord Lucian, it turned out that he was actually behind some big coup happening and undermined an entire order of assassins who were basically walking celebrities over in Demaria, while at the same time pinning it all on these lovely folks here.
Yeah, it was very rude, but now I have 13 revivifies. Sorry. ADHD is strong.
Is this Lord Lucian still alive?
As far as
I
I'm
think we
aware,
left
yeah.
him alive. Yeah, we left him alive. We just took his arm.
Sierra is going to mentally link with Lorelai.
Oh, ugh. Oh, not you guys, sorry.
I am still new to this group. How, and I need you to be honest if you think that there is any chance. How well do you know Raven, and how trustworthy is he?
Ooh, Lorelai's a little taken aback by that question. And just goes, "Oh, okay. I mean, I know him really well. I've known him for quite some time now. Ever since he pointed a gun at me. But that's I was stealing an artifact. Well, I was trying to take it back, but he needed it.
You don't have to explain yourself. Some
it's
of
a
my
whole thing,
best
it's a whole
friends
thing.
have attacked me.
Okay. No, I know him really, really well. I mean, I love him, so.
The reason why I ask is because of the rule that I made between the three of us. I didn't explain why I'm
that's right.
asking about him. But if
What
he is
rule?
still... I'll explain here in a minute, Sunflower.
Okay, yeah.
Because you went around, but you're going to be included in it.
Gotcha.
Because if this man is still alive,
Hmm.
we have bigger issues.
I wasn't around when all of that happened with him. I wasn't part of the group yet, but as far as I am aware, from what they have told me, he is still alive. So
She's gonna look at Sunflower. I have something to fill you in with, however, and then she's gonna look at Raven. Raven, if you don't mind, I would like to detect your thoughts on something before, with your permission, I would like to cast the spell so I can read your thoughts on the next question.
How deep are you going to be probing into my mind? Because there's some things in there that people that are alive should not see.
I am only going to be looking for your mental answer in comparison to your verbal answer. That is it.
Raven looks to you, Lorelei, as if, is this something that I should do?
if you don't want to do it, you don't have to.
That is why I'm giving you the option. I'm not going to force you to do it.
Yeah. I can always cast a zone of truth if you want to make sure that he is telling the truth. If you don't want Sierra poking around in your head, Raven, you don't have to do it. I trust you. Even if I don't always agree with some of the things you do, but...
Alright. Go on.
Alright. She's gonna cast Detect Thoughts, and she's not even going to, focus until she asks her question, and is only looking for the words, I said.
You're only looking surface level?
Yep.
Okay. Ask your question.
Raven, I need to know something. If I were to tell you something of extreme importance, something that could possibly literally end this world if this information got out. Not because of anything that's going on, but because of the sheer chaos it could ensue. Can I trust you with holding that information no matter what?
Immediately across the front of his mind, all you get is the many multitudes of times that he's gave someone his word. Just multiple different cacophonies of different versions of him saying, "You have my word, I promise, I swear," that kind of thing, and how he's never broken them. He's never went back on his word.
All right. Sierra's going to cut the spell, and I'm sure Raven can feel it being cut, so he no longer has to worry about it. And she's going to speak to everyone mentally, just like she did to Alice and Lorelei in the after the meeting. This stays between us. The only other person that knows is Alice. Lord Lucian is who turned King Pater into a traitor. I saw it in his memory. No corruption on the man whatsoever, but he wielded the shadows like fire. You're muted if you were saying anything. Okay.
I'm just talking to the lizard.
Okay.
So are you thinking he's some kind of conduit for it, or?
I have a theory that there are willing participants under Kessler's that show no corruption signs whatsoever.
Oh no.
So basically, people working with him willingly.
Yes.
Oh gosh, why?
Why does anyone do anything?
Power, money,
Power.
control.
They're bored. They think it's fun. There are so many aspects to someone's mind that we would not know the reason behind it unless they specifically told us. However, in the one nightmare that I looked for before I cleared King Pater's mind so he could dream of nothing but his wife, I saw it happen. The man that I described, who you call Lord Lucian, pulled out his hand, and the corruption spread on King Pater.
So that means we need to be really, really careful now.
That means anybody.
That is anybody, which is why I'm saying this in everyone's head.
Mm.
Oh boy.
And forgive me, Raven, for doing what I did, but I needed to know. I do not know you as well as everyone else does here. I'm still new to this group, but you can see...
You did the smart thing. That was the smart thing to do. Okay, so what's the next step from here then?
The next step is to, in my mind, act like we don't know any of this information. Continue moving on the way that we do. We have a task. Lorelai, you have the map.
Yeah.
We have a task from the previous king. We know where he keeps his most prized possessions. Kessler's, I mean.
Okay.
We know the entrance to it. Our task is to free Pater's wife and obviously everyone else there. However, he gave us a warning. We cannot talk verbally once we were in there. There is something hidden in there. We don't know what it is, but it is more dangerous than an ancient red dragon causing havoc on a village outside of Shoremont.
Yeah.
All right. So that's what y'all are going to be doing now.
Now we have Lorelai's thing, and she's going to speak verbally for that. Or Dolores, as she has taken the name.
You called yourself Dolores.
Oh, like your friend.
Listen, I had to step into a zone of truth, and they wanted to know my name, and I figured it was better to give them a fake name than to give them my actual name because of where we are and what's going on. That was the first name I came up with, okay?
No, but you're familiar.
I'm not good
with
at
it,
this.
so it's a familiar name, so you'll remember it easier.
Yeah.
Granted, they did pass the Zone of Truth test. Thankfully, I had given them a ring of mind shielding to help with any of that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. Well done, Dolores.
Oh, that sounds weird when you say it.
It's so strange. I do not like saying it.
Yeah. But now we need to go talk to the Shades, which is why I wanted you to come. Because I know you also need to talk to them.
Yeah. I have to go
And I need to...
make a friend in a graveyard.
Yeah. And, I need to warn my sister.
Wait. And again, in everyone's mind, I'm not going to say this out loud. The people who are looking for you, do they know that you travel with Raven?
Oh, yeah, they do.
Oh no.
They've met him.
Oh shit.
Oh
Brandon made
no.
that smile like you just figured something.
No. He's happy that someone thought
Okay,
about
I
it.
know, but I'm just like, oh, that's sneaky.
I know
Oh
that
no.
smile.
Okay. Oh, Raven, I think we have to change how you look too.
Oh, hell no.
Sarah's gonna get a broad smile. We can make him look like a bard.
Oh, bigger and better men have tried.
She's already popping flowers onto his hat.
I swear, but
Seriously,
every flower that pops up, he's immediately like swiping it off. He's like,
She's just
Raven.
doing it.
Sarah's gonna look at Raven, and with the stone face, I am no man.
Raven. Lorelai's gonna take Raven's hand. You've met them. They know who you are, and they know about us. So if they see you, what do you think they're gonna do to try to get to me? I don't want anything to happen to you. Even if I am a little mad at you right now.
okay.
Do you think I like this? Gestures to all of them. Like this?
Okay, fine.
Do you know how uncomfortable it is to have hair like this? You know how big my hair is. They had to shove it all under this wig. It's awful.
I think having, you know, not close to your person hair is fine. It's what I do. Fine.
Sunflower will
Fine. Do the disguise thing on me too. Just please do not make me look like no pale curly haired vampire or something.
What's his race again?
He's a tiefling.
He's a black tiefling.
You know, so you know how what Lorelai looks like right now?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's him. That is him.
Oh, why don't we just make him look like Lorelai?
Please do it. Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you.
Listen, they're looking for a non-binary purple tiefling and a male red tiefling. They're not looking for a red non-binary tiefling and a purple
Okay, so his skin is black. He is like
black.
obsidian
Yeah.
black.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
just gonna make him purple.
And
Make him purple,
probably-
but give him different hair color than
It would
Lorelai.
probably be easier to make him blue than purple.
Okay, fine, blue, but he's still getting the red hair. I want it to look like a clown.
No.
Clown wig.
No, if you're going to give him like bright, but you know what? Do what you want. Do what you want. It's your call. But we're going to take a 15-minute break while they decide what they're going to make him look like. Don't go anywhere, folks. We will be back with you in 15 minutes after our break.
Make over. Make over. Makeover time!
Makeover,
It's makeover time.
makeover. For anyone who gets
As
that
you
right.
guys approach Raven as a makeover, he reels his head back and does this.
Please tell me all three of us just swarm in on him at the same time.
If that's what you want to do, do it. But
Lorelai doesn't. Lorelai hangs back and is like,
We're all
"You
gonna
two
get
go ahead."
shot.
so, what do you guys
Actually-
make Raven look
Actually,
like?
Lorelai
with the
would
disguise
take Raven's guns from him before the makeover and go, I'm just gonna hold on to them for safekeeping.
Okay, so I think, like you said, we'll use the disguise kit, and the closest his skin could probably get is blue, so we'll change him blue.
Yeah, with how dark his skin is, the closest you'd be able to get would either be navy blue or like real deep purple.
I still really want to go with the turning him basically into Lorelai, but like less so.
The reason why I think that would be a bad idea is because they're looking for specifics.
I know.
Yeah.
I think that would have been fun.
They're
Oh,
specifically looking for a purple tiefling with bright red hair. And you all would know that purple tieflings are
Oh,
not
I was gonna give him
common.
like auburn hair so that he still is a redhead, but not bright red.
I mean, we can still do that and make him blue.
Yeah.
I think you should make him blue.
Make him blue. Give him
You
like
should make him blue.
give him like long auburn hair that falls everywhere, and it's not curly, but it is red, so that he is still. It is like they kind of swapped.
Okay.
And what
And
clothes
his
do we give him?
black clothes.
I think Sierra would kind of push Sunflower aside and actually just give him some basic clothing. I don't want to like as lovely as, and I didn't mean that in like a negative way, Sunflower.
No, you're fine.
But as funny as Sierra's joke was about turning him to a bard, we wanted to make as little like attraction from outsiders as possible. So just giving him some basic robes that Sierra had in like her bags or something, just to make him look like another tiefling in the streets.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he looks like a basic ass tiefling with some robes, some deep blue skin, and some auburn hair.
Mm-hmm.
After an hour of
That.
all of this, and you all stand back and look at him, he's just like not one word.
She pokes his chest, and a little matching red flower to the one she gave Lorelai is like on his pocket.
He will touch the flower and use his one racial cast of Hellish Rebuke to set it on fire.
I was making you match. It was supposed to be nice.
Raven is very, very uncomfortable wearing colours. He's from the Shadowfell. Everything's black
Well-
and white.
Well, they're just basic. It's not like they're flamboyant or anything like that. They're
Yeah.
probably just like a pale blue or something.
Yeah, something to
Too
compliment.
much
they're
for him.
colourful.
Too much for
Too
him.
much. Even basic, it's too much.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember that this is temporary, and once we are done here, you can go back to who you are.
How much do these robes cost you?
Oh, you can absolutely burn them.
They are gonna get burned
That's fair.
and shot. A lot.
That's fair.
Mhm. If any of you are looking at Lorelai, once the like reveal of Raven was done, Lorelai got a really weird look on their face. And would just kind of walk up and touch Raven's cheek. And just look, what's the right word? Looks sad, I think is the right word. And just goes, I haven't seen a blue tiefling since my mom.
Mama.
Aww.
Oh shit.
Oops.
No, it's it's fine. It's just it makes me miss her. More than I already do, but...
Oh, no, I fucked up.
It was my idea. I fucked up.
No, it's to keep him. It's okay, really.
We could make him, like... We can still make him purple. We can add some
No.
red.
We're done for now.
Yeah.
Let's just go do what we need to do. Lorelai, I apologize for any uncomfortableness that this has caused.
No, it's okay. I don't, Have I told Sunflower about my mom? Lorelai would go, I didn't tell either of you what she looked like, so it's, you could not have known.
Sunflower will just put an arm around their shoulders and just one little squeeze.
It's okay.
I know. But a hug can sometimes still be nice.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And then one last thing, and Lorelai would take the hat off Raven's head.
Oh, no. No, I know, I'm kidding.
It is your thing, and especially with everything that I've painted on here, you can't wear it.
I cast an illusion on it just to make it like a basic black hat. Cat, I swear to God.
Oh.
She has the habit of knocking shit off my shelves, and she was on the shelf with a $400 mug, and that's not about to happen.
Oof.
I mean,
So
yeah,
it just looks like
that's the thing.
yeah, it just looks like a regular black hat now.
Yeah.
Laura would go, oh, well, never mind then, and we'll put it back on Raven's head. And we'll do the thing where it's on and then flicks it up to like readjust it.
They're cute.
Hmm.
And he smiles when you do that and then flick it up.
I've seen you do it enough times at this point.
If you're looking to find your sister,
Yeah.
last time you seen her, you done one of them weird scrying things, right?
Yeah, and she was talking to your brother. I know where she is.
Okay. If you need to find my brother, you'll be able to find him in the market district between the entranceways to the flowers and the dwarven district. There's this, not the dwarven district, the industrial district. There's a false wall. If you go behind it, you'll be able to find a whole load of other stores. And well, I think my brother lives somewhere nearby there. He might be able to help.
Okay, I think we were gonna go talk to the Shades, and see if they know where she is, because I think she kind of works with them.
The plan was to have them send her to a location.
That's right, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think we were saying either Koyakoko's mansion or Owen's father's mansion.
I think we chose Koyo's because Koyo's not a well-known lord, and we didn't want to bring Owen's father into the
Okay.
chaos.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Did you want to go find your brothers while you're here?
I don't know if I'm ready for that one.
Okay.
But if that changes, I'll let you know.
Okay. Well, we've been in the palace enough, I think. So why don't we go talk to the Shades now?
I agree.
Let's go.
All right then. So, Sunflower, you're
Yes?
part of the group that is understanding enough of how to find the Shades. Pretty much anytime you see a homeless person wearing all grey rags,
Yeah.
that's a Shade.
Dude.
They are everywhere, easily found.
She will go over to the nearest one.
Mm-hmm.
And she will lean over to drop some coins. I'm assuming they have some kind of cup or something, some receptacle. So she will lean over. She is actually dropping coins in, but as she leans over, she's... do we know any, like, code words or anything to take them to the rest, or do I have to say anything specific?
You know the leader's name,
What's the leader's name again?
Jardin.
Oh, right. And so she's going to lean over, so it looks like she's just being careful about her coins, but she's actually going to whisper, "We would like to see Jardin, please."
And the beggar, the homeless beggar, kind of like makes a show of like, "Oh, some coins, thank you very much, thank you," and then just coughs, and then in a very not old and not withered accent, just says to you, "Third door on the right. Go to the inn, third door on the right."
She will nod, drop another coin in, and lead them on the way to lead them towards the inn without like another word, just
Okay.
trying to be subtle about it.
The inn is easily found. It's in the market district, in the very, very the main entrance to Shoremont. It's in fact the second thing you see as you enter in. Straight away on the right, you see this giant graveyard with this one tree with loads of bits of grey cloth and grey ribbon tied around it. And then immediately after that, it's the inn. Now, as you guys approach the inn, as you're approaching it from the other side, you can see the inn and you can see the beginnings of the graveyard. The inn is full of life, hustle and bustle as always. And as you step inside the inn, there's a flame-haired bartender, very, very vibrant red hair, but not like Lorelei red, not even Willowwind red. They're ginger. They've got ginger hair. Very, very vibrant, and they have the slight point to their ears that denotes them being a half-elf. And upstairs you can see the rooms that they have for hire. Doors on the left and doors on the right. What would you guys like to do?
I mean,
Go to the third door on the right, yeah?
I think like we should walk there as if like we belong there and that's our room, and just try and draw as little attention as possible, but you know, walk with purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Try not to draw attention to where we're going and why. Just be like, "Oh, okay, third door on the right, that's where I'm going."
Okay. So you're just opening the door, the third door on the right, stepping in.
Yes.
Okay.
I think. Yes. Should I perceive first?
You can make a perception check if you want.
Just in case there's anything there that we should be wary of. Perception is plus 11. 22?
Nothing you can see?
Alright. Great. That Fantastic. Open the door, peek in.
You open the door, look inside. It's a very, very normal room. There's 2 beds. There's a desk, a chair, quills and ink and all that jazz. And there's a chest at the foot of one of the beds. And as you step in, a voice is going to speak, sounding quite muffled, but still intelligible. And it says, "Who are you? And what is it that you are here for?"
Do I recognize this? Did I meet Jardin?
Maybe you did, maybe you didn't.
We're here. We were sent here by a beggar in the street.
Ugh, a filthy beggar. Why would they send you here?
Because I asked them to.
It is quite a ridiculous question to ask. Why would you ask them to send you to a random room in a random inn?
I did not ask them to send me to a random room in a random inn. I asked them to send me to Jardin.
Well, why did you not say so? And then the
I don't know. I thought we were sneaky about
the
it.
chest opens up and a head pops out and just goes, "Hello."
Hello.
And you have met Jardin before.
I have. Thanks. She goes, "Oh, hi."
The head that pops up is this exceptionally flamboyant-looking human male. He has this kind of like lovely strawberry blonde hair, verging more on the blonde than the strawberry of it. And it has it's like beautifully tussled and such that it falls down, always draping over one shoulder. And he has this perfectly coiled mustache, like very, very Poirot style mustache. As it kind of pops up and he goes, Mademoiselle Sunflower, it is a pleasure to see you again.
Always lovely to see you.
I am not familiar with your 2 friends.
Oh, yes, please. Well, 3. Isn't Raven with us?
Oh yeah,
No.
sorry.
Okay, sorry.
I'm not
I thought
familiar.
Raven was gonna go off.
I am not familiar
yeah.
with your 3 friends.
God. She's gonna gesture. This is Dolores. This is Sierra. And this is... She's gonna glance to Raven and be like... Are we using his real name?
Ah, you hesitate, Mademoiselle Sunflower. It makes me think that you're about to lie to Jardin.
I might be. I don't know. This is my friend whose name I will allow him to give.
You wound me, madame. But I will allow your friends to introduce themselves. Sunflower, can you roll me a deception check, please?
Oh, shit. What do I have in deception? 3. I mean, it's not terrible. So, let's use my heart dice. Oh, that is so cocked. 11?
Okay. So
It's not the worst.
he comes out, and as he comes out, he's wearing very, very well adorned armor. But beneath the armor, you can see very much the same, like these grey clothes that he's got on. And he walks up to you, Lorelei, and he offers his hand, and he says, "And Sunflower says that your name is Dolores. Now, that is
Yes.
not a name that suits you, my friend. But if it is a name that you will go by, it is a name Jardin will call you, however much it may hurt his soul." He's basically confirming he knows Sunflower is lying about your name. But he's like, if you're not giving your real name, there must be a reason, and it's not my problem to know the reason. I just don't think the name Dolores suits you.
Lorelai will lean in and go, "I will tell you my actual name if you promise that you won't tell anybody else or anybody who comes asking about me."
Again, mon frère, you wound me so. I would never give your name away under pain of death.
Thank you.
I love Baby Jardin so much.
I love him.
Bring him back.
And they'll go, "It's Lorelai."
Lorelei. Ah. C'est beau. Beautiful. Now this is a name that suits you. It would not wound Jardin's soul for Jardin to call you by this name. He's then going to go to you, Sierra, and he does the same name, and he offers his hand to you.
Like the same name thing?
Yes, no, but he says to you, like, you know, he's greeting you. He's not going like, your name doesn't suit you. He can tell your name is your name.
It is a pleasure to meet you as well, Jordan.
And a pleasure to meet you too, Syrah. Yeah, it has been some time since I have met a winter elf, but I have always thought them to be sharp, cunning characters.
I would like to think that I am of my kin, sharp and cunning as well.
Ha! A very guarded answer, but yet proof to the mental fortitude of the winter elf people. I adore her. And then looks at Raven and goes, "You, my friend, do not suit robes." And Raven just kind of looks him over with a...
Raven starts crying. I hate this.
I don't like wearing clothing that's not skin tight.
Just sobbing.
He says, so he goes in and he closes his door behind and he goes, "Now, my friends, please tell me what is it that Jardin can do for you today? Do you need someone assassinated?"
No, not this time.
No. This time. No. I need you. Can you get a message to somebody?
Of course I can. I am Jardin. There's nothing I cannot do except call people by names that they do not suit.
Can you get a message to somebody? They refer to her as Rose.
Rose. I can. Is this to be a message for Rose, or is this to be a message for another alias that they may use?
Kind of looks over at Raven and Sierra and Sunflower and goes, I don't really know.
Forgive me for sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Hold on. Let's let Lorelei finish, then we'll come back.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
You're fine. They would just go, I don't know which one to send a message to. I don't know if she'd be willing to come if she knew it was me.
If I may offer a suggestion, write to both. See which one feels more comfortable to send. That one, Jardin will take.
Here is the thing, Jardin. If we, and she's going to look at Lorelei as well, if we write to her real name, it could put her in danger. So, unfortunately, we do have to go under the guise of deception and write to this alias as an alias ourselves.
Jardin will look back to you, Lorelei, and go, "Is this about the cut and dry of it?" Okay. Then Rose it is. And what message are you wanting to have sent to Rose?
That's a great question.
Would you like some help? Because I've kind of been thinking about this since last week.
Oh, yeah, what's your suggestion?
My suggestion, and she's going to be looking at Lorelei this entire time to like get a feel for how she feels about it.
Okay.
Is because of what we know about your sister, is to play up on her, not necessarily ego, but on her works. Say that we have essentially heard about you through other lords, and that we are eager to meet your acquaintance. In the manner of Lord Koyokoko.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Okay.
That's great. Put in there that one of the reasons we want to meet is because we're a fan of Pandora.
A key word. Fantastic. I was actually going to ask if there were any.
That was my father and mother's band.
That's good.
Yeah. She sang, and he played the pan flute. And Lorelai would let you write the message, Sierra.
Okay. She would write the message and say that we also have a essentially not in your words, but we will also have a minstrel playing some Pandora for your visit. Signed Sierra Glacierheart, and like she would do her villains like titles as like her sign off.
Okay. And is that everything?
Yeah, I think that would be it for that part.
Okay. Where should
Chardin.
When should I tell them to meet here?
Oh, that's a good question.
Tomorrow afternoon would get us a chance to get there and make sure that everything is good.
Tomorrow afternoon it is.
Do you know her, Chardin?
I know Rose. I know certain other names they may go by, which will tell me if someone is to be trusted or not.
Well, I mean, I think the real question is, can we trust you?
The Shades and the Lilies have worked well for quite some time. We view any Lily as one of our own. Rose is family.
I call her Ellie, even though she hates it.
I know her very well.
What's she like?
Vibrant. She has a delightful singing voice. She does not often like to sing, but she has treated the Shades to a rendition or two of some well-known songs. She likes to feed the birds. She goes for walks in the graveyard and in the public gardens, and she feeds the birds. I think that is about everything that is mine to say.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
You are welcome. Is there anything else that Jardin can help with?
Well, and Lorelai would turn and look at Raven.
And Raven will begrudgingly take out the grey piece of cloth with the writing on it and hold it up. And Jardin will say, "Another one to join our merry little band. Well, I don't know about the color you are wearing, but I think you will suit grey. But first, there are tests. And he turns to the three of you and he's like, would you three beautiful creatures want to wait for him, or shall I send him back to you in pieces if he fails? And he's got a big smile on his face as if, like, he's joking, like...
I would actually rather enjoy watching you try to send him back in pieces.
That's a fair point. He's pretty skilled.
They speak highly of you, my friend. I hope that you are not going to let us down. And Raven just kind of like grits and kind of rotates his neck a little bit. And he'll look to Jardin and he'll say, how long before I gotta, come with you? And he goes, please, my friend, take your time, but the initial parts of the training can be quite rigorous. It may be a week or so before this. You will be free to go and conduct yourself. So, say your au revoirs, my friend. And Raven will just kind of, to Sierra and to Sunflower, he'll give you kind of, very, very simple goodbyes, To Sierra, he'll tell you, keep that brain box clean. We need a brain cell. To Sunflower, he'll remind you, stop carrying everybody else's weight.
You're muted.
You're muted.
She readjusts her dragon's egg as he says that, and just be like, okay.
I would like to do one thing for Raven before he turns to Lorelei. She's just going to poke his forehead, and while the illusion's in place until he, is done with everything that he needs to do, he can see the paintings. Nobody else can.
And then he'll turn to Lorelei. And I'll be like, so looks like you're going to be on your own for about a week or so.
Okay.
She won't be alone. She has us.
We'll be right here.
That's true.
Okay. I had thought there would be a bit more time. So you remember, if anybody ever grabs you, solar plexus, instep, nose. Okay?
Hellish rebuke. Little bit of fireball.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you, when you meet your sister, if she's impolite, you be sure and you give her a quick smack in the forehead. That'll always stun them long enough for you to get your point across. And if you meet my brother and he has better hair than me, then you are obligated as my partner to singe his hair.
Okay.
And
can I do it?
And you gotta remember to eat and to drink lots of water, and cause I ain't gonna be there to make sure that you do it yourself now. All right, so you gotta do it. And
I kiss him.
Aw.
Very cute.
And it's as if he was waiting for it, because as soon as you kiss, he kisses back.
Aww.
And he pulls you in close. His hands like gently cup your face, and then when the kiss breaks,
yeah.
He says, "I love you, and I'm gonna be back real soon."
I know. I love you too. And there's no one more capable to do this. I know you can do this.
And he's going to kind of get that little like bravado grin that he has, that kind of like one-sided grin where it goes up at one side, and he flicks the hat back on himself and he goes, "Oh, sure I can. I'm Raven. I can do anything."
Exactly. I don't think you need me to tell you that.
I always need you. And then Jardin is just going to go, "I hate sad goodbyes, so this must end now, I am afraid, because Jardin cannot be seen to be crying." He said, "My friend, it is time, please, before Jardin's eye makeup starts to leak. It was not a day to wear the eyeliner." And
But it looks so nice on you.
Raven looks back at you, Lorelei, takes your hand, kisses it, and then is like, "I'll be back. Alright, I'll be back."
I know.
And then he goes with Jardin.
Because if you don't come back, I will kill you.
To die at your hand? Well, now that would be an awfully big adventure.
If you're red, what do you blush? Is it purple?
I believe you just go darker red.
Yeah, just even darker red all over for Lorelei.
It must be annoying as well because you don't have the big hair, so you can't even pull the hair in front of it anymore.
No, it's just.
you just have.
I think they try, and they're like, "Oh man."
At which point he does the very cocky Raven thing that he always does after he's done something kind of emotional, and he does the wink, the tip the hat, and then he goes into the chest with Jardin, and it closes over, and you hear the sound of the latch on the other side. And Raven goes off to begin his path joining the Shades, which means that you guys are going to have an assassin on your team at some point.
I mean, we kind of are. He's been one this whole time. Let's be honest.
He's certainly been something.
Mm-hmm.
He has certainly been something. Now he's something else. So now it comes to you guys. What's next on the docket for you?
I would say going to Koyokoko's house and make sure there's not another fucking squatter in it. Twice that's happened.
Okay, so then the journey would be heading out of Shoremont and heading to Misty Pines.
Just curious, I'm assuming that we're going to be here for at least a week, or at least come back in a week for Raven.
I think the party would be coming back here within a time period similar to that anyway, because they'll be going to deal with a dragon then, hopefully.
Coming back. Okay, yeah.
Hopefully they're coming back from that.
Hopefully. Okay.
So, just heading to Misty Pines, is that it?
Yep.
Okay. Then heading out of the capital city of Shoremont, the travel towards Misty Pines is a day's travel. Is there anything that you guys want to be doing on that day of travel? At this point, obviously, you'll have met up with Alice and we'll be heading that way. So, if you're going to Misty Pines just now, is there anything you want to do in that day of travel? Things that can be done on the road,
Just adjusting my portable conspiracy board. Now adjusting it for 3 different paths. What I know, I said that the 3 were human, which would probably be, I can get information from Shoremont at some point. Dragonborns, are they typically in the Western Waste?
It depends on what type of Dragonborn. Are they chromatic, metallic, or gemstone?
We'll say gemstone, actually. Let's go for something interesting.
Okay, gemstone are typically from off-world. Typically,
Oh,
they come
then-
from other planes.
Then maybe not that. Let's say metallic, then.
Okay, metallic dragonborn, depending on, kind of the colours of their scales and such, come from different parts of the Iron Mountains and the Shifting Sands. But it all depends on, what colour scales they have.
What are the different colors? And I'll just roll something.
So you have gold, bronze, copper, silver,
Silver.
and what's the other metallic dragonborn? Gold, bronze, silver, copper.
Copper.
Oh, that's going to bug me. Hold on a moment.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to start
Gold.
something.
I've already
said gold.
I've already said
Oh.
gold.
Platinum.
There's only one platinum dragon.
Blue Eyes White Dragon? What? No.
There's going to be something dead dumb as well. It's going to be really, really dumb.
Oh, it's a squirrel. Okay.
Did you just ADOS yourself?
I really did. Because I saw something moving outside and I thought maybe Poe got let out, so I went to look and it was a squirrel.
Attention deficit. Ooh, squirrel.
Listen, it's bad lately.
Brass,
It's pretty-
bronze, copper, gold, or silver.
Brass, bronze, copper, gold, or silver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What was the third? Brass, bronze, copper? It's copper.
Copper?
I rolled on a d10 and I rolled a 5.
Okie dokie, well... Copper dragons and copper dragonborn, by similarity, they tend to have they tend to favor being from kind of mid-level mountains, specifically dry. So you're not talking towards snow-capped mountains. You'll be talking more towards probably on the eastern side of the Iron Mountains, and about mid-height.
Eastern stuff. Okay. So she's gonna mark off on her little conspiracy board. She's going to mark off for the Dragonborn, who I'm just gonna name Raya, Ryah. She's going to mark off it was the Iron Mountains.
Yep.
The Iron Mountains, mid-side, eastern, as one of the paths. Shoremont for the human, who, let's just say her name is Willow. And then the turtle. Do we know where turtles typically live?
Fucking all over the place.
Fucking all over the place.
Nobody knows where they originate from.
Question mark and a little note to ask when I go check on the other two. And her name is Yurit. Yurit.
Okay.
I should probably write this down somewhere. I am just gonna post them in the Discord just so I can remember them.
That's absolutely fine. That's why we have the Discord there.
Perfect.
Okay.
So it was reminder. Turtle.
So if you post it into Grrrls
I'm gonna put
information.
Oh, perfect. Oh, add? Got it. Okay, Veldroy cult leaders. Yeah, and she's gonna be making notes of that, as she's walking.
Grand. Whoa! Careful cantrip coming with a party of 48. Hi, guys! Thanks very
hey.
much for the raid. Thank you.
Hey.
Hi. Oh my god, my hair.
Lovely to
Yes,
see
there's
you
a cat.
all. There's
Kitty.
a cat. Right, okay, so you've got the 3 leaders of the cult there. Ah, thank you very much for the follow.
Oh my god.
So you've got the 3 leaders of the cult there, yeah? So I've got their names here,
Yeah.
Willow, Urit, and Raya.
Yes.
Awesome. We're getting follows left, right, and so I've got in my brain just that wee follow chime, just brrr, brrr, brrr.
That's how I felt earlier. Hello.
Everybody's just saying, I can't answer everybody up that's saying, hi everyone, hello. Everybody's being
Hello,
so nice.
welcome
Hello.
to the chaos.
Welcome
Hello.
to the chaos.
Welcome.
indeed.
I'm typing out my own info.
I
have something-
misplaced my hair dye, or my hairband, not dye.
Oh no. I have something I want to do while we're traveling.
Okay, what would you like to do, Lorelai?
I like to go up to Sunflower.
Hi.
I'm gonna ask you something, and you should tell the truth to me, because I'll probably be able to tell if you're lying.
She's been like working on her little thing, and she's like, oh. Roll.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Insight check.
Oh fuck. I think that's not even like a deception or anything. It's honestly just kind of a reflex.
Sure. My passive insight is 24, so.
Yeah, no, probably she's still a little shaken. Yeah, it's definitely a reflex. A reflexive, yeah. Like, of course I'm fine. Like, why wouldn't I be?
You know, you don't have to be.
I know. God, everyone keeps... I guess I'm just... This is gonna sound bad. And Raven's great and all. He's awesome. And I love him for you and all that. I guess I'm just kind of a little...
He was too
tired.
tough.
No, it's more I'm a little tired of people telling me like how to handle things, if that makes sense. Telling me I'm doing things the wrong way or telling me I should be doing it a certain way, and even if he's right, that's what people have been doing to me my whole life, and I guess it just hit the wrong way. And like I said, I know that what he said was correct at a certain point, but when your whole life is people telling you that you've been doing things wrong and that you should do things a different way, and that if you don't, you're bad or you're not correct or you're a failure. It's hard. It's hard. It's just hard to hear that.
Puts a hand on your shoulder.
She's like, oh, I know. I don't know what is going on lately. I've just been so...
It's okay. And Sunflower, I understand exactly what you're saying.
I think that other people don't always get it.
No,
Maybe
they
the
don't.
people that got to really choose where they went or got to have a little more... Like, I was brought into my cult when I was...
Okay.
Like
If
one
it's
or
going to
two?
go into this, just because we have quite a lot of new watchers, so I do just want to very quickly say, guys, we're going into a space that might have some content warnings. So just to before we verge into it, part of the character's backstory does involve child loss. So if anybody has that, just just in case it does come up here, okay? So just in case that does come up, that is what one of the characters does have in their backstory. We have just also very quickly been asked just so people know. Guys, I'm the DM. My name is Bran. Then we have
Hi, Bran.
we have AK here to
Hello.
my right. We have the lovely Morgan beneath me, and then the one to my diagonal is Alana. These are my 3 players.
Hi.
All right. Thank you. I'm just going to let them get back to their scene, but it was just to give that quick content warning of what's coming up, guys. Okay.
And just, I mean, I was a baby when I was brought in, when my mother started, not even, I mean, I was like a toddler, but like, I didn't have a choice. And then my mother was replaced, and I was given less choice. And being told, like, oh, you just need to be selfish. You just need to do things for yourself. I wasn't raised like that. I spent years being told that being selfish is basically a sin. That I have to provide service to those around me. And I'm unlearning that slowly. But being told that, and like I said, he's not wrong. It's just, it's not always so simple.
I love him, but he does not always know the right way to handle things. Not that there really is a right or a wrong way entirely. He knows how to be tough. He needs to be... He's really good at the tough part of tough love. He needs to work a little bit more on the love part of tough love.
Yeah. I mean, like, I totally get it, because I'm like the opposite. I'm like... Yeah.
I know. He understands part of what you've been through to a degree. I don't, and DM, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think he had a ton of choice in the matter of becoming Seeker. But he's not like us.
Yeah. How are you, by the way?
Well, I'm about to see my sister for the first time in 16 years. And, she works for a not-so-great organization, doing not-so-great things.
I'm sure that there's a lot of conflicting feelings there.
Yeah. I don't really know her anymore. And, I always used to be kind of jealous of her. You know, she was the one with the really nice singing voice, and she could do the same type of magic that our parents could, and people always liked her a little bit more than me.
Well, I don't know her, but I know you, and I already like you more. And I think that you do amazing things that not everybody else can do. And I think of all the people we've met, they all seem to like you quite a lot. But I understand being jealous of somebody else. I'm always jealous of my friends. I think they're amazing.
I think you're amazing.
Can I hug you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And she's just going to bring you into like a hug and just be like, I think what you're doing is really brave and really honorable. And no matter how things end up, I want you to remember that what you did, you didn't have to do, but you're doing anyway, and that's amazing.
I mean, I don't want anything to happen to her because of things that I've done.
Yeah, but you could have just been like, well, she's got people to protect her and she's got these other, and instead you said, I'm going to warn her, even though it's a danger to myself. And that's amazing, and that's honorable, and that's what good people do. And you're good people. You're a good person. Grammar. And I'm proud of you for being a good people. I'm just going to roll with it now.
Thank you. Really. You're a good person too, Sunflower.
She's just like, oh.
Being a good person, you help a lot of other people. And you always put others before you.
I think it's kind of a compulsion, though. But
there's nothing wrong with taking time for yourself.
It's just so hard to do.
I know.
I feel like... Do you ever feel like you're at a point where the only way you might take care of yourself is if something made you?
Sunflower, I think the first real choice I made for myself was breaking my pact with the Raven Queen. And I really liked how that felt. And I don't regret it. Even if that means I'm being hunted down by my temple, but...
Oh, we're gonna beat them down if they come for you. I'm telling you right now.
It's not technically their fault, though.
Oh, I mean... know. And I'm not saying it's like in a fatal way. I'm just saying that I may knock a few of them unconscious. Just a couple. I still have my frying pan somewhere.
Yes. And I'm not sitting here saying you have to make a really big choice for yourself. It can be something small.
I think this is a start to it, and she is going to pull out her little conspiracy map. Her mini one. She's like, there's a bigger one back in the Barden Heart, but I thought this would be helpful while we're traveling. And,
okay, I had one of those too. Just don't let it consume you.
I'm thinking of taking some of the strings down and maybe making it more of like a note thing. Maybe it'll help something. But I want my daughter's tree back. So now I have a goal to get it back, which is I'm going to track down where the three leaders, other than my mother, came from and ask how they got to the cult in the first place, figure out how they got there and maybe what drew them there, and maybe that'll help me figure out where it went.
They put a hand on top of your hand and go, we're going to get her tree back.
Oh no, I'm gonna cry. Oh.
And if you want us to help, well, if this is something you want to do on your own,
I mean,
that's your choice.
And she's gonna be like, oh, what I'm about to say is gonna be like everything we talked about, but she's like, I really don't want to distract from what everyone else is doing.
You wouldn't be.
But like maybe if like on the way we come like near these areas, and she points to the three areas where the three leaders would have probably come from, she's like, maybe if we can just like ask around, just if they heard of them.
DM, I know the next immediate thing we're doing is the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
After that, the tentative plan was to go where Kesselies keeps people and rescue them.
Oh yeah, no, that's
because I know the map of where that is.
Mm-hmm.
And if I look at where Sunflower has marked out, do we like pass through or go near any of those spots on our way?
So you well, for one, when you return to Shoremont,
I can start asking around there for Willow.
About Willow. And
Okay.
Raya, the Dragonborn, the place it was marked is in the Shifting Sands.
Oh yeah.
So the place it was marked where Kesley is holding people was in the Shifting Sands, which means that as
Okay.
you cross the mountains, or go through the mountains, go under the tunnels or whatever, whichever one you choose, you could start investigating for Raya on the way there.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Lorelai would look at the places you marked out and go, "Oh, well, actually, when we get back to Shoremont, and then on our way to the place, we kind of passed through the Shifting Sands, so
We can start asking around for Raya.
yeah."
She was always the scariest. She was like really tough, and she was the one who made sure the schedules were. She was the one who picked my like third shifts, and I never liked those. But yeah, she was really, really strict and kind of angry and very dedicated.
So, yeah, we can absolutely do that.
Thank you.
Of course. I mean, you guys are all taking time out to help me with my sister, so
Well, yeah. Because we love each other and we help each other.
yeah, so why wouldn't we do the same for you, Sunflower?
And she's just gonna have like one of those moments of like, oh shit, yeah. Sunflower's like learning self-esteem and shit. Like that's
That's
She's literally
that's
just like-
growth. That's character growth, and it's what we love to see.
yeah.
It's
She's
it's,
Laura,
it's like the past trauma. It's like the characters working through it, which is like character
Yeah.
progression.
That is wild.
What a
Yeah.
wild and zany idea.
What a wild concept.
crazy. Lorelai kind of cocks their head and goes, "You're strong, Sunflower.
Oh yeah. A bit.
Do you know what the strongest thing someone can do is?
Is it ask for help?
It's ask for help."
I used to tell the kids that all the time.
Yeah.
I think I'll need help on this.
And we'll help you. Always.
I don't know why I'm so like easily like crying today.
Because it's a lot. And that's
we
okay.
because we emotionally invest in our characters, and when they start to
We
go through
do.
things that are good for them, we start to feel
Mhm.
that too.
We
Yep,
do.
I cried on Wednesday during stream game, so you're fine.
Okay.
I was muted. I said Inner Jardan is coming out.
I was gonna say somebody's like really twisting up there. Monsieur Poirot.
Monsieur Power.
Oh, now I really want. Nope. ADHD. Back down.
Okay, so is there anything else for you guys?
Is anything going on with the egg? I'm
Nothing
carrying
going on.
around this giant egg, and I'm like, do I still feel like a pulsing? Because I know when we first picked it up,
Yep.
that's why I grabbed it. Because I'm like, there's a baby in here.
Yep, you can still feel the pulsing, and it was white beforehand. It was white on the
Yeah.
outside, and then when you, sorry, not white, it was silver on the outside, and when you splashed water on it, the silver disappeared and gave way to a coppery tone. So it's still that same coppery tone,
Okay.
but other than that, no.
Is there something I can roll to be like, should I be doing anything with it? Just,
You can certainly roll an Arcana check.
oh, I'm probably terrible at those, but I will. I've got a +1. I mean,
You could always get a nat 20.
I could always get a nat 20. Listen, there's
Not that a nat 20.
I got an 8.
Okay.
so a 9.
Well, with a 9, no, you're not going to get much. There's not much known about dragons nowadays. They were believed
That's
to be
fair.
extinct for the longest of times. So,
Does my dad know I'm carrying around a dragon egg?
probably not.
Oh. She's gonna look at the other two and be like, do you think we should talk to him at some point? About like all this stuff about dragons and whatnot? He might be helpful.
Yeah. Kind of looks at Sierra.
Sarah, what do you
Yeah.
think? Did I tell you my dad's a
Well-
dragon? He's a dragon.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
However, it is. I mean, it's good to have a dragon on our side. Besides the boon that I have, we could probably see if he will come to our aid with this dragon issue in Shoremont when we go to
Yeah, we could
give
ask.
the dragon egg back.
Yeah, maybe.
Having a dragon on our side would definitely.
Well, you just just let me know. And he literally comes like when I say his name. Like I could say it like right now, and he'd be like,
No. Just wait.
Yeah, maybe not right this second.
he doesn't look like a dragon when he comes. He usually looks like
it's
a very big man.
Sunflower. We can go about the dragons after we do this. After we get Lorelai's stuff done, right?
Yeah.
But keep that in mind. We'll keep that in mind because that will definitely be useful for what we have next.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And speaking of what they have next, is there anything else that you guys would like to do on this journey?
I don't think so.
Lorelai, I thought, was there something you were going to say there before I started speaking? No?
No, you're all good.
No? Okay. So, there's nothing anybody else would like to cover on the rest of the journey?
Nope.
No? Alrighty. Well, then. The rest of the journey unfolds, and I've already rolled it. It's fairly... The weather is pretty bad. It's fairly stormy in Iduna, which increases the time it takes you to travel there by a little bit. You'd be arriving at Misty Pines just at the beginning of the afternoon. So you get in there about noon, which means you've got like a handful of hours rather than, getting there and having a bit of a rest point. But Sierra, for the first time as you see Misty Pines kind of come into view, place looks safe. The people here are back. There is hustle and bustle in the little village nearby, and the manor house up top actually looks like it's in decent shape.
That's wonderful.
And with you guys arriving at Misty Pines, so we're not rushing the next part, I would like to give Lorelai's reunion with their sister the time that it deserves. Okay? I don't want it to be rushed. I don't want it to be, oh my god, we've only got half an hour left. I would rather end the session early than rush every other part of it. Okay? So we are going to wrap there with you guys arriving at Misty Pines. Now, what I'm going to say is thank you to all of our new followers and to all of our new watchers. At one point, we had 98 people in chat today.
What?
Yeah.
I did
That's insane.
screenshot at the highest I was able to get a hold of. The highest I was able to get a hold of on the screenshot was 82, but at one point it did go to 97. Or 98, one of them. So thank you very much to everybody else that came and seen and watched. If you like what you've seen, please do consider giving us a follow, giving us a subscribe. If you want to, please go and check out all of our social medias. Every single social media we have is World Tree Quests. We have D&D. Very soon it will be nearly every day. We have D&D Mondays. Mondays at 6 p.m. Not 6 p.m. 12 p.m. No, I'm getting mixed up now in my excitement. We have D&D every Monday at 4 p.m. CST, and that is with the forming. We have every Wednesday at 12 p.m. CST with To the Skies. Every Thursday at 5 p.m. CST with Fathoms Below. Every Friday at 6 p.m. CST with Tides of Chaos, and every Saturday at 12 p.m. with the Grrrls Squad, as you've seen here today. We do have a new mini campaign starting, which is probably going to be on Sundays, called Welcome to the Academy. It's going to be a very magic school based, and it's also going to be a point for us to fundraise. With that, we're going to be fundraising for the Critical Role Foundation and Outright International, who help LGBTQIA youth specifically those who identify as trans finding the right care that they need, which in this world, in this climate right now, is vastly needed. So yeah, if you want to come and celebrate and enjoy a magic school with all the nods to your favourite childhood magic school, but also stick one to the turfs while you're doing it, come and check out Welcome to the Academy. It's a great way to fucking do it. Yeah, other than that, I don't have anything else to say. World Tree Quests on all social medias. Please go and check it out. Now I'm going to pass over to my lovely and amazing cast. I'm going to let them plug anything they have. AK, anything that you have that you would like to plug at all?
Yes. So you can follow me here on Twitch at AK Warlock. I am currently in talks with someone about getting new layouts made for my channel, where I stream anything from Dead by Daylight to just, slice of life games to GTA RP. And if that interests you, come on by. I'm going to be attempting to do, and I know I said this a couple, last year, but now that I've got my stream stuff getting worked on, I'm going to be, once again, attempting to do an SCP Foundation mini campaign.
What?
Where I know at least one of my players is going to be our lovely DM, because he wouldn't let me play if I didn't let him play. But it is going to be, and I'm just gonna say this now, it is going to be, and Lorelai. No, it wasn't Lorelai, it was Natalie. Natalie wanted to play. Anyway, sorry. You confused me there for a second. It is going to be bloody, gory, and horror-filled. There are going to be warnings on my channel when that happens. And there are going to be TPKs. So just be ready for that when I am able to start that shit. So once again, AK Warlock, I think I will work with Bran about doing the streams here on World Tree Quests for the SCP Foundation mini shot. So we'll post there when we get to it.
Fantastic. Always up for it being here and always up for other DMs stepping in and running games they want to run on World Tree Quest. That's why the platform was built. Thanks very much, AK. Ilana, anything for yourself at all?
You can find me on most social media at AlanaPon47. I just posted an old TikTok to my TikTok for the first time in months. It was literally a repost, but it was fun. I do sometimes stream on Twitch. I might get back into that once we move and have a dedicated computer room set up. But the big thing I want people to know is I wrote a book. I wrote a spicy alien book. It's funny. It's spicy. It's a little weird. And actually, I did do something while we were on break. So it turns out next year in Baltimore, there is a Monsterotica book convention being held, and I applied to be an author table there. I don't know if I'll get it, but I did apply because, why not? It's literally Tiffany Roberts is going to be there, and she's the queen of monster erotica, and I'm even if I just attend, I'll be happy. But I figured, why the hell not? Try and sell my book a little more. But it is called the first book is called Rescuing Ruka. I haven't checked the sales recently, but once I get to 60 sales of the book, it's on Amazon, I am going to work on publishing the second book. And hopefully next summer I will also be in Baltimore at the Monsterotica Book Con.
Well, we're rooting for you. As always, we always want to hear stories about everybody involved with World Tree Quests pursuing and achieving their goals. So yeah, all the support in the world for that one. And
worst comes to worst, I'll just sit out on the street with a pile of my books and hand them out.
Last and most certainly not least, Morgan, is there anything you would like to plug at all, my dear?
Hello, my name is Morgan. I play Lorelai, our favorite little tiefling College of Spirits bard. I'm also known as Attack on Morgan on all social medias. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Blue Sky, Threads, all at Attack on Morgan. If you follow me on TikTok, I make really cool D&D, TTRPG, and cosplay content over there. It's a lot of fun. I should definitely check it out. You can obviously catch me here Saturdays. You can also find me Wednesday nights as a part of New Grrrls over on the Dyson Autism Twitch channel. That's twitch.tv/Dyson Autism. Every Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I play a Zelvi, a Shatterkai phantom rogue who is resident sad goth girl. It's a great time. It's a really fun campaign. Bran has guested on it before. You can also find me on the Pick Your Poison Productions YouTube channel. I do the Roguelike Rumbles, which is a live, interactive, immersive D&D player versus player battle royale. I also do the Rumble Ventures, which are streamed sort of one-shots within the world of the Rumbles, but what do these characters do when they're not fighting each other to the death? As well as I'm a part of Dreadful over there, which is a sort of college-aged Scooby-Doo-esque gang investigating supernatural things. But every time we play a different horror-themed TTRPG. So it's different universes, same characters. It's really cool. We did our first ever live event with it back in February. That video is up. So that's Pick Your Poison Productions on YouTube. You should also follow them on all social medias because all the events they do are really, really cool and really fun. And I love being a part of that company. If you are going to be at WonderCon next week, I will be there. I have announced my cosplay lineup for it. Friday, I will be Captain Carter. Saturday, I have a secret D&D themed cosplay that I'm very excited about. And Sunday, I will be Imogen from Campaign 3 of Critical Role. I will also be at the Critical Role meetup on Sunday of WonderCon at noon. So if you see me there, say hi. I love talking with people. You can always ask for a picture. And I think that's all I can announce currently. There's other stuff that I can't announce yet. So keep an eye on my socials.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's me.
We love to hear it, Morgan. And yeah, if that's everything from my players, then that's everything from me. So thanks very much for coming to see us, guys. I've been your DM of Doom, Son of Asgard, or World Tree Quests here on Twitch. And with me today, we've had my lovely cast. We've had Attack on Morgan, we've had Alanapon47, and we've had AK Warlock. From all of us here at World Tree Quests, good night, stay safe. Being selfish is okay, but it's also okay to be not selfish. And also, do not pull a finny. Good night, folks. Good night.